Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Africa. It's your girl Black Devi, and we are live here in the city of Asaba for the Akaraku Comedy Night. It's all about entertainment, fun, and of course, the Cedarwood Luxury brought to you by P1 Plus. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere because it's all about fun tonight.
People know that realtors work a lot. Yeah. And we need to create our time whereby we balance our work, and this is one of it. Bringing entertainment into what we do, I think will go a long way. Yeah. Are you looking for?
Them say the blessing where you do, them say salvation where you do, you bless the boy, you're giving victory, the girl is fine, no fresh and beautiful, see, this so you do for me, good,
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready for praise, rip-cracking laughter, and an avalanche of rewards and awards at the Akoroko 9th of Praise Comedian Awards 3.0 this Friday, November 15, 2024 at the South End Event Center, DBS Road, Asaba. Red carpet begins at 4 p.m.
This is Cedarwood Luxury Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio.
Checking where my next vacation will be, must be somewhere I'm going to have an overview of water. Water is life. Water has a spiritual connection. It's either you bathe with it, you cook with it, or you drink it. The decision of what you do with water is yours. Welcome to Billionaires Lakeview. What an amazing place. I feel good. Do you know that breeze that comes from the waters? Do you know how it feels when the breeze is actually blowing away your memories of stress? That's what comes from water. This amazing estate has been fully plotted. If you take a look around, you're going to see that this estate has been fully plotted and is measuring 464 square meter. And of course, it is a table dry land. Not just a table dry land, it is also a leveled land. I must guarantee you that when you pay, you point and you get instant allocation. Oh my God. One thing about Billionaires Lakeview is that you can't stop being excited the moment you step your feet here. Billionaires Lakeview is actually located in Edo-Ogwashuku, right in Delta State, Nigeria. And of course, it comes with an amazing features like under drainage system, solar, street lights, playground, and of course the lake view. Guys, I'm not done. CCTV camera and everything you can ever think of. Even a shopping mall will be inside this place. all these are the features you'll be expecting in Billionaires Lakeview and many more. Guys, let's go and see more of the things you need to know about the Billionaires Lakeview. Come, 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 come. You need to see more. Are you seeing what we're doing here? This is amazing. This is what we promise you. Is either premium or nothing. In Billionaires Lakeview, we are not reducing our standard for anything. Having secured the estates to make sure that your investment is highly protected. Now, I want you to know that this place is selling for 12.5 million naira. Woo! As against 15.5 million naira. And with 3.5 million naira, you are getting a standard special plot right inside this amazing estate, which comes with a tile lane, landscaping with a beautiful fence. Why with 5.5 million naira added to the already existing price, you will get a premium special plot that comes with a tile lane on the wall, landscaping, beautiful fence with a touch of brick. And don't forget, it comes with C of O, certificates of occupancy, best of its kind in the city of Asaba. If you, the right thing to do right now is to call the person that forwarded you this video for instant subscription. I tell you, this amazing estate is currently selling now, but by February next year, 2025, this estate is likely to be sold at 30 million naira. So the best time to buy this Billionaire Lakeview estate is now. Buy today and thank me tomorrow.
E1 Plus, making home ownership a reality.
All right, welcome everybody to the Real Estate in Nigeria program this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, exactly 7 minutes past the hour of 1. Trust you are having a wonderful Wednesday afternoon and hope your Wednesday is going to fine as planned. It's Nigeria's first real estate radio, Cedarwood luxury online radio. My name is David, and it is such a delight to come your way again this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, presenting to you the Real Estate in Nigeria show. Of course, this program comes your way every Wednesday at 1 p.m. and it brings to you exclusive interviews with players in the real estate industry and also conversations, educative conversations on real estate. And what we'll be doing this afternoon is part of what we've been doing all this while, bringing you useful information, lecture that would be of benefits to you, something definitely you can learn from. Yes, so this afternoon we'll be doing, we're going to be having a lecture this afternoon, the very first one, 2 lectures actually, but before then, do not forget you can be part of the conversation. Yes, I'd love to know where you're watching us live from. Let's know where you can hear us live from. Do not also forget to like, to comment, and to share as well. First off, this afternoon, we would be presenting to you 2 lectures. Yes. The very first one, the very first lecture is about 6 minutes long, and the topic is real estate investment for beginners in Nigeria. 8 things to know. 8 things to know. And then the very next lecture that will be presented to you this afternoon is your first 30 days. The very second lecture is on your first, the title or the topic for the next lecture after the very first one I talked about is titled Your First 30 Days as a Real Estate Agent. Yes, I don't talk like you a man agent. Your first 30 days as a real estate agent. So it's a conversation, it's a topic, it's a lecture you can't afford to miss. It's a lecture we are presenting to you this afternoon you can't afford to ignore. It's a lecture you cannot afford to just scroll away. All right, so yeah, do well to get set, get yourself prepared. Get yourself prepared, get your writing materials. I'm going to give you the next 5 seconds. And I'm going to make it 10. In order for you to be able to like, to comment where you're watching from, and also share the live stream so that everyone around you can learn from the lecture that is about to be presented to you this afternoon. All right? And yes, and this is just also to let everyone know that the Cedarwood Luxury Radio programs is open to everyone. So if you would love to feature on any of our programs, please kindly do well to reach out to us via our WhatsApp number 091-33-833-507, or you can choose to send us a DM on Facebook. All right, you can also put a call through. Not a call through, please don't put your call through, just send WhatsApp message to the number 091-33-833-507, indicating your interest on featuring on any of our programs. If you want to feature on any of our programs, are you a realtor, are you a content creator, irrespective of who you are and what you do, you would love to feature on the Cedarwood Luxury Radio program, kindly send us a message and you'll be receiving a special invite to feature on our radio program. All right. So quickly, we'll take our very first lecture for this afternoon on all right. Yeah, the very first lecture is Real Estate Investment for Beginners in Nigeria, 8 Things to Know. And then when we return, we'll take the very next lecture, which is on your first 30 days as a real estate agent. Your first 30 days as a real estate agent. And that conversation will enlighten you, inform you, educate you on what to do, how to go about your first 30 days as a real estate agent. But for the very first one, like I said, it's for beginners. All right. So, I mean, if you're thinking of going into real estate, you want to begin real estate, you want to start real estate, you're a beginner, there are 8 things you need to know. All right. So let's take the very first lecture for this afternoon.
Real estate investment for beginners in Nigeria. These are 8 things you need to know about. Statistics show that a majority of newbie investors in Nigeria often lose money either by falling victim to moneyless, land grabbers, or simply by buying property they don't necessarily need. Hi, welcome to Max TV. My name is Wale Akinpelu, and on this channel, we share real estate content that can help you become a better investor, understand the market, and help you make money in the real estate world. If you are new to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. I'll wait for 5 seconds. And I'm assuming you've done that. Okay, good. If you like this video, click on the like button and hit the notification button also so you don't miss out on amazing real estate content. The real estate sector is very large and wide. And now, for the very first thing you need to know about as a potential real estate investor is the various types of real estate investments we have. We have land banking, commercial real estate, residential real estate trading, real estate investment trusts, and others. As the investments you choose depends on a lot of factors. They can include the budget, the purpose for investing, the rate of turnover, and even the interest rates. In more practical terms, or take for example, if you're buying land in Ibejuleki or other developing areas in Lagos, the main purpose is to buy now at a cheap rate and sell in future for a higher rate when it's appreciated. Whereas if you're in the market for a commercial property, it's best to site them in a busy location because that can help you drive a lot of traffic back to your business. If you want an in-depth video of all the types of real estate investments we have in Nigeria, just drop a comment below and we'll get to it. The second thing any beginner in the industry should be aware of is land titles or real estate documentations. I mean, we all must have heard about the stories of government demolishing houses in Festac town or taking away land without compensation. Well, they are not just stories, which is why acquiring land without genuine titles is a mistake you should shy away from. There are several types of land titles depending on the kind of property you want to acquire. They include the Gazette, the C of O, the R of O, the Governor's Consent, the Deed of Accession, and a few more. These different documentations have different uses and also provide different degrees of protection for your properties. Take for example the C of O, known as the Certificate of Ownership. It indicates the government has completely leased out this property to the individual bearing the document for 99 years. This C of O is the highest type of documentation for every property and ideally should be what an investor is hoping to get. But that might not be the case. If you want a proper detailed video on different land titles and documentations, leave a comment below and we'll get to it. There's often a misconception that you need to have millions before you can venture into real estate investment. Well, I'm here to tell you that is absolutely not true. The fact is that the type of real estate investment you want to venture into is going to determine your budget. For example, you can purchase a land in Ibejuleki right now for as low as 400,000 and resell in future for millions. Hence, you can start trading real estate with as low as 400,000 and earn as much as a 40% return on investment in 12 months. We'll admit that some other real estate ventures could be quite capital intensive, but that's not the only way to go about it. You can start small and scale up over time. Number 4 on our list is location. Location is everything in real estate. We discussed this briefly when we were talking about the types of real estate investments in Nigeria, but now let's go in a bit deeper. After knowing your budget and after doing a little background research on the property you plan to acquire, the next determinant is location. The location can affect the value of your property and also how soon you'll be getting your ROI. Going back to the example we used earlier, if you're setting up a retail store or a hotel for example, you need a prime location that's quite busy, as that would attract your clients or customers and drive traffic to your business. Also, in land banking, buying a property close to any government commission project or any big project at all can contribute positively to your ROI and how soon you can earn that. The next thing on the list is finding an agent. Let's face it, you might not have the time to go around to do all the groundwork, checking the facilities and making sure everything is in place. This is why you need a real estate agent. Now the key word here is not finding just any real estate agent, but finding a professional and experienced real estate agent, because they have the knowledge of what should be in place when doing the groundwork and could also help you out with payment plans and discount prices. With that being said, it's important for you to do your due diligence to decide the type of real estate agent that best suits you or the ones you can work with. You can go on their websites, social media pages, or simply ask a friend to refer you to an agent he or she has worked with in the past. Number 6 on the list is choosing the best brand to work with. There are various real estate firms out there, but I'll say you need to look into 2 things when choosing what brand you want to work with. Number 1 is integrity. You need to do a little background check to confirm the integrity of the brand before investing. Number 2 is reward. How rewarding is the commission and other incentives that come in handy? You are venturing into investments to make money. The end game is to get financially rewarding investments. So you need to look into how rewarding their commissions and incentives are. Number 7 on the list is start investing. Now you are familiar with the land titles and documentations, you are familiar with the budget, and you know you need to do a background check. After all these are in place, you need to swing into action and find the right property that suits your investment needs and go ahead. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. You can go through our YouTube channel to find relevant real estate content, and hey, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we drop new content.
All right, and on that note, we quickly segue to the very next and the main topic for this afternoon, and that's more like a preamble. So is somebody ready to learn? All right, so let me know if we are together. So yeah, if you're watching me right now, wherever you're watching me right now, I want to see you in the comment section. I want to see you in the comment section saying, I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn. Get your writing materials. We're about to go into the main lecture for this afternoon, which is titled, Your First 30 Days as a Real Estate Agent. Your first 30 days as a real estate agent. If you're watching live on Facebook, let me see you in the comment section stating, I am ready to learn. Now, it is so important that you listen. It is so important that you listen to this very lecture that is about to come your way. It's a video that is about to come your way via a video. All right, it's important you listen. I've got to discover now. When I was trying to make my research and on the lecture that I was going to bring to the program this afternoon, it dawned on me that quite a number of people, not just in the real estate industry, but also in various sectors, we go into that industry, we go into that sector without proper planning, without proper strategy, without proper what's the word I want to use now? Without putting things in place. And you know what happens to the foundation if it is not properly built? So, for instance, you want to go into the real estate industry. You just say, oh, yeah, I want to go into the real estate industry. I want to do real estate via the P1 group platform. You register, you pay for your registration and all that. And then all of a sudden, you are attending seminars, you are posting flyers, you are going on the streets, you are just now, all these things I've mentioned and everything that people do when they start up in any sector is absolutely not bad. But from the lecture this afternoon, when I went through it myself, I got to discover that many of us have actually gotten this thing wrong. Quite a number of people, even those that have succeeded, I can't say I may not be 100% certain about what I just mentioned now, but when you listen to this lecture, you will understand what I'm trying to say. That people go into various sectors, people go into the real estate sector, and they are just there, hoping and praying that one day they will sell, hoping and praying that one day they will just blow and become very big in it. But then you have to take the right steps, all right? Hence the purpose for this lecture this afternoon. All right, as you listen, I hope you grab something this afternoon. We'll be right back.
All the amateurs complain, you train, and the result of that will change everything for you. Hi there, it's Kevin Ward, the founder of Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life. And if you're a brand new agent, this is really for a brand new agent, and that is, if I were starting over, what would I do and how would I approach the very first 30 days? Now, this is based on a very simple premise. I want to get started fast, I want to make a lot of money fast, and I want to get my first deal overnight. Okay? How would I do it? If I want to get started fast and crush it fast so that I can reach high levels quickly, how would I do it? So on this video, we're going to talk about your first 30 days. Now, I'm also going to be doing another video on how to get your first deal fast as a real estate agent. There will be a follow-up on this video that'll be coming out later, and so you can be watching for that. Once it's done, I'll actually post a link in the description of this video. We'll post it below, but it will be done later. So in this video, it's how do you approach your first 30 days in order to succeed fast as a brand new real estate agent. So 3 keys that we're going to talk about, and we're going to break it down of how do you actually spend your day every single day for that first 30 days. So first is, if you want to succeed as a real estate agent fast, the very first thing you need to do in your first 30 days when you start day 1 is you commit to be the best. Now, this is not for most real estate agents. So just so you know, I don't train in a way that is of interest to most real estate agents, because I don't train amateurs. I'm not interested in working with agents who are just interested in making a little bit of money, doing a deal every now and then. So I only train agents that are committed to greatness, that are committed to being the best in their market at what they do. So I believe if you're going to succeed, you have to commit to be the best. So why is this important? Well, one, because it puts you on a trajectory that's going to be there. But here's what happens. The moment you commit to be the best in the market at what you do, everything changes about you. And when you change, the way people react and respond to you change. So people, a lot of new agents ask this question, well, like, how do I get credibility when I don't have a track record, I don't have stats? How do I get people to hire me? Because I'm brand new, I don't know what I'm doing, and how do I get them to hire me? And here's how. Because you show up the way the best in the market show up, even though you're new. And you can do that. And if you're not good yet, you can get good quickly based on the other things I'm going to share with you in just a second. But first is you have to commit to be the best. Because what happens is that quest to be the best that changes the way you approach your business on a daily basis. You're going to work harder. You're going to be more intense. You're going to be more passionate. You're going to have more conviction. And when you have that and you talk to a prospect or you talk to a lead, they're going to hear you different because they can hear the intensity and the commitment and the passion in your voice. They see it in your body language. They see it in the way that you show up, the way you perform, your consistency, your integrity. Everything changes when you do this. Not the best. Well, you're on the quest to do it. So think about being the rookie of the year. Okay, in sports, they'll give a Rookie of the Year award. Well, is the rookie the best in the league? Is the rookie the best? Probably not, but we recognize that because they're on that quest to be the best. Now, what can a rookie bring that most veterans do not bring? And here's what they bring. They bring heart. They bring hunger. They bring drive. They want it so bad. They show up with 120% every day. See, the rookies that make it, the rookies that win Rookie of the Year, they play harder. They know they got to scrap and fight for everything they get. And when you come into real estate, if you're coming in going like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm gonna crush this, and you come in trying to look cool and you try and thinking it's going to be handed to you on a silver platter because of something you got in your background or something like that, good luck with that, but you're probably in for a rude awakening. So I want you to think about Jerry Rice. And here's why I think Jerry Rice is a great example. When Jerry Rice, who was the great wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, to this day, he was retired years and years ago. To this day, he has scored more touchdowns than any other player in NFL history, and nobody else is even close to him, probably will never come close to how good he was. But when he got out of college and he went into the pros, he was not that good. He was not fast. He was not highly recruited. He played for a small college. He just wasn't considered to be like one of those guys that had the potential to be the best, right? So what did he do? He committed to be the very best. And every day, that's how he showed up. And years later, once he was already a superstar, once he was considered the best wide receiver ever, he would still show up like a rookie every year. In fact, at rookie training camp, when the rookies all showed up for the week before the regular training camp, Jerry Rice was the only veteran that showed up. And he showed up and trained with the rookies for that first week because he said, I felt like I had to prove to myself that I belonged. I had to earn my position again. And he just had that work ethic to show up like a rookie with the commitment to scrap and fight for everything. So here's what you can control. You can't control this fact that you don't have stats, that you don't have a track record, that you've never done this before. You can't control that. But here's what you can control. You can show up with a higher level of commitment than anybody else in your market. You can do that right now today. I'm more committed than anybody else you're going to talk to, Mr. Seller. That passion has a lot of weight. With that commitment to be the best comes the second thing that you've got to do in your first 30 days, and that is this, and these are things that are never talked about in training. Number one is train, oh, that's real good, train as if your life depended on it. I'm going to do it again here. Train, there we go. Train as if your life depended on it. Now, I'll make a promise to you, and that is if you train the way I'm about to share with you, you're gonna blow everybody else out of the water. And the reason is because most people won't do what I'm about to train you to do. What I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes will absolutely change the game for you, change the trajectory of your entire career, because nobody else in your market, nobody else in your office, no other new agents, no other rookies, none of them are gonna do this. And that is, I want you to train the way a professional athlete would train for the Olympics. And I want you to do it for the first 30 days. That's it, first 30 days. So here's what you do. You're going to spend 5 hours a day training. Your first 30 days, you're going to spend 5 hours a day training, and you're going to spend 5 hours a day playing. This is preparing for the game. This is playing the game of real estate. So you're going to be on the job. You're not going to spend you're going to actually be in the game right away because you get your license. You're with the office. If you've got your license, you're ready to go. Then you're going to spend half of your day preparing, half of your day training, and half of your day playing the game of real estate. So here's how you do it. First hour in the morning. Now here's how I would look at it. I would do a 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. would be my schedule. Children at school, whatever. You got to work around this. You figure it out. But here's the way I would approach it. 12 hours a day is how I would schedule my day. And for the first 30 days, I'm committing that I'm going to be in the games 12 hours a day. That it gives you time for breaks. It gives you time for lunch and all of that. But from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., I am going to be committed to becoming the best in my market at what I do as a brand new agent. This is going to accelerate you like nobody's business. Here's how you're going to spend your day. The first hour of the day, you are going to do nothing but work on your scripts, which means you are going to chant your scripts and you're going to role play. You're going to get a role play partner in your office. You can do it on our Yes Masters Real Estate Success Community Facebook group, and your coaching. Get role play partners. Okay, it can be a family member, a spouse, whatever. But get 1 hour a day. You're going to spend probably half of that time chanting the scripts out loud, and then you're going to spend half of that time actually role playing it. And then after you do that first hour of the day, then for the next 4 hours, you're going to do two things. You're going to prospect, and you're going to do lead follow-up. That's how you're going to spend the rest of your morning. All right. So from 7 to 8 a.m., I'm doing scripts. I'm practicing. I'm preparing. You're mastering it. So like, who am I going to talk to today? I'll talk about that in the next video of how to get listings, how to get deals fast as a real estate agent. But starting out whether you're prospecting people that you know, your personal circle, or expireds, or for sale by owners, or whatever you're prospecting, I'm going to spend the first hour of the day warming up, practicing the scripts, getting it in my head, getting it in my heart, getting it ready to go. And then I'm going to spend 4 hours talking to people, prospecting. That's where the money is. You want to make money fast in real estate, the more people you talk to, the more business you're going to get. You talk to people, you ask for business. So you warm up, you train on the scripts, and then boom, I'm in the game, prospecting. Spend 4 hours a day prospecting and doing lead follow-up, so that if I'm generating a lot of leads by the end of that first couple of weeks, I may be spending 3 hours in prospecting and then an hour in lead follow-up. If I don't have enough leads to follow up on, then I'm going to spend that rest of that time prospecting. All right, so I'm going to prospect and lead follow-up 4 hours a day. And then when I'm done with that, so that's going to be from 8 to noon, right? 7 to 8, I'm doing scripts. 8 to noon, I'm prospecting, and then I'm doing lead follow-up. At noon, I can take a break. I can go have some lunch or whatever. It's going to come down to this other hour, which I'll get to later. And then after I get back from lunch, I'm going to spend 2 more hours doing one thing, working on scripts. Working on the conversations that are going to make you money. Prospecting scripts, lead follow-up scripts, pre-qualifying scripts for your talking to sellers before a listing presentation, the listing presentation script. All the objection handlers is spend 2 hours a day in the afternoon doing nothing but practicing those scripts, chanting them, reading them out loud as fast as you can, just getting through there, and then role play them or practice them with somebody or whatever. But 2 hours a day in the afternoon, I'm going to do more work on scripts. Now, this is going to be hard, right? You're going to you have 3 hours a day? I mean, how much does the average agent spend practicing scripts? Somewhere between 0 and 5 minutes a month. And I'm not kidding. You want to be great. You want to be successful. You commit to be the best. And then you do what the best do, and that is you train like amateurs don't train. Pros train, amateurs complain. All right? So do that. And then after I'm done with that, I'm going to spend 2 hours developing and implementing systems and strategies. On my systems and my strategies for running my business. Okay, creating a lead follow-up system, creating your personal circle system, creating your listing and presentation, your pre-listing process, your transaction process. You're gonna have to be learning a lot of stuff and doing that. In the description of the link below, you can get access to my Agent Power Launch online course, which will help you with all of this. It gives you not only the scripts, but it'll then help you set up the systems and the strategies you need to do that. So 2 hours a day, I'm gonna be working on watching training videos, learning how do I set up the systems, the transaction checklists and all that kind of stuff so that I can make my business work, because you're gonna be generating leads, getting appointments, and then going out and getting listings, right? And then 1 hour a day is gonna be spent doing, I'm gonna call this doing office stuff. Now, what is office stuff? Well, it's going to the MLS, it's going to the board of realtors to go do whatever you got to do. It's dealing with stuff with your office. It may be dealing with some administrative stuff, okay? That is 8 hours a day. You go like, what if I get an appointment? That's why you're working from 7 to 7. Is now that leaves you 2 hours a day that you're going to do for actual appointments, whether it's going out and showing a buyer and helping them buy a house, or going on a listing presentation, whatever it is. This 1 hour here is designed for preparation. I'm telling you, it's going to be packed. And there's going to be days you're going to work more than 12 hours. All right? But every business owner I have ever seen, every entrepreneur that was successful, when they start their company, they ain't working 8 hours a day, my friend. If you're thinking 8-hour job mentality, work and get a paycheck, you're in the wrong business. The beauty of real estate is it gives you the opportunity to own your own business and to determine your own income, but you can't play the way a minimum wage person plays. You can't play with a job mentality, right? So what this does is this puts you on a fast track to building a foundation that will make you unstoppable. So what most agents don't do is most agents aren't willing to do this, the preparation time. They'll go to classes that somebody says you need to go to these classes and these trainings, and some of them are mandatory. You got to go. Talking about is putting your business together. And the most important thing about putting your business together is learning how to communicate with people that are interested in selling a house, buying a house in a way that inspires them to say yes to you. And right here, you're going to spend more time in a month, more time in 30 days learning how to talk to people and learning what to say and lead people to decisions than most agents will spend in their first year. And many agents more than they'll spend in their entire career before they get out of real estate. So that's your first 30 days in terms of commit and then train as if your life and your career depended on it, because it does. Now, if you're just interested in a deal every once in a while and just, surviving, you don't have to do this. But if you want to be the best and if you want to really succeed in real estate, this is the step. And then the third step is, in your first 30 days, is believe that you can do this. Believe that you can have massive success fast as a real estate agent. I've got coaching members that in their first year are making $200,000, $300,000 a year in their very first year in real estate. They don't think like average agents think. They train like average agents don't train, and they believe at a level that most agents don't believe at. You go like, well, how do I get confidence? How do I have this belief that I can do it? And here's how. When you commit to be the best and then you train like this, that belief is just gonna come into your life. Now, I want to prepare you that it's going to be hard. I want to prepare you there's going to be resistance. The people in your office, your broker is not going to understand it. Your manager's not going to understand it. Other agents aren't going to understand it. They're going to be going like, you don't need to do that, or you got to go to this class, you got to go to this thing, and you're going to go to stuff that's going to take you out of the process of training like a professional athlete trains to be the best at what they do. If you'll commit to the process, commit to training, commit to be the best, commit to the training, and just the belief is going to come. You're probably going to do some extra reading and reading some really great books. Like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich is probably the first and cornerstone book that I recommend everybody reads just to get your mindset, start thinking about success. But think about it. Get that belief, and it comes because you're putting in the work to get you to that point. Now, a couple of things. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, post them down below. Share this video with other agents. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And then also be watching for the next video that I'm going to publish that will come along with this, and that is how to get started and succeed fast as a brand new real estate agent, and how to get your first deal at like that fast. But it starts with this as the foundation. If you want to get your first deal fast, I'm going to give you specific tactics and strategies to do that in that next video. But if you're not willing to do this, it's going to be slow. It's going to be harder. It's going to be much less likely you're going to do it. So if you'll make the commitment to put this together in your first 30 days, bam, it's going to put you on a trajectory that nobody else can touch. And while all the amateurs complain, you train, and the result of that will change everything for you.
All right, amazing lecture right there. Amazing lecture right there. And I hope someone has been able to learn something this afternoon. It's quite a handful. Wow. So yeah, that's it. Now, one very thing I can actually take, or one very thing I took from this very lecture is the fact that he said, train like an athlete. Oh no, come on. Many people go into different sectors. You know, even before I started doing this presenting radio thing, long before I started doing this radio thing, all right? Yeah, I've always wanted to do something like this, and I gave myself to several trainings. I didn't have the opportunity to go for paid trainings, these conferences where you pay for stuff and all that. But then I trained myself by waking up every morning, listening to radio stations as early as 5 a.m. down all through the day. Then, I would practice presenting. I would practice, doing what I'm doing right now. And then I started having opportunities, all right? Now, the first three things that was mentioned at the video, the first one, train. The second one, you see, when it comes to training, nobody can train you. Yes, you would go for trainings, you go for lecture, you go for classes, but you see, your personal development matters a lot. It will go a long way. The time the way you schedule your time, the way you schedule your day, you plan yourself. Personal development at the end of the day would go a long way. Hope somebody this afternoon has been able to learn something that would help you. Now, even if you've done more than 30 days, in the real estate industry, it doesn't really matter. Right now, you can take the next 30 days, commit to being the very best, just like what was said during the lecture. Commit to being the very best. Make the commitment to yourself that in this particular field, in this particular area, in the real estate industry, irrespective of the sector where you find yourself, commit to be the best and then train yourself. Read books, go for lectures, go for training, make research, ensure you commit to being the best. And then you believe, and don't stop believing. That is the time we have. Thank you very much, and apologies to all our YouTube viewers. A little network glitch right there. Working on getting better network reception. has been wonderful. All right, we'll be back at 4 p.m. Do well to join us again. And this time around, we'll be talking about what you want to talk about. Feel free to join us again at 4 p.m. And this time around, you have the opportunity to speak. And yes, talking about the Voice Up program coming up at 4 p.m.
Africa. It's your girl Black Devi, and we're live here in the city of Asaba for the Akaraku Comedy Night. It's all about entertainment, fun, and of course, the Cedarwood luxury brought to you by P1 Plus. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere because it's all about fun tonight.
To know that realtors work a lot. Yeah. And we need to create our time whereby we balance our work. And this is one of it. Bringing entertainment into what we do. I think we'll go a long way. Yeah.
Are you looking for? Them say the blessing where you do, Ojo. Them say the salvation where you do, Ojo. You bless the boy, you give him victory, Ojo. The girl is fine, no fresh and beautiful, Ojo. See, this Ojo, this Ojo, this Ojo, you do for me good, oh.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready for praise, rip-cracking laughter, and an avalanche of rewards and awards at the Akaroko 9th of Praise Comedian Awards 3.0 this Friday, November 15, 2024 at the South End Event Center, DBS Road, Asaba. Red carpet begins at 4 p.m.